using that I'm going to be using for marketing sample data, a marketing sample data set. And the reason why I want to use a marketing sample data set is because by you being able to identify the different data points from a marketing professional standpoint, then you can say, hey, man, I can build a report that looks like this, and this, and I can make it look like that. And the answer to all of that is yes, right? But I want to use terms that are familiar with you as a marketing professional, so that you are able to build out a dashboard that would we be able to talk about building a report or a dashboard that is something that you're in terms that you're familiar with. So here I have a report. It's a report that I used before. I'm not going to use this same report, but the reason why I pull this up with, and it's really not as spiffy as the one that was created in our sample that I just showed you. We know it's not as spiffy, but it shows us how we get there. But what I just want to show you how this works using terms that you're familiar with. So initially I used a spreadsheet because you may receive your data, or you may receive your data from in the form of a spreadsheet, and we have one column shows rows, one column is customer demographics, one column is customer acquisitions costs, CAC, one column is customer lifetime value, CLTV, one column is conversion rates, one column is return on investments, ROI, one column is engagement metrics, one column is sales funnel performance. So these I'm sure you as marketing professionals, this makes these columns are columns that you can use. Now, me as a tech professional, or as a data professional, the one thing I like to say is data is data. Data is data. I don't have to know all the ins and outs of your particular industry to understand data, right? I can understand the data that you captured and then start getting some idea of how you want to see that data. Seeing is the visualization part of it, right? So that's where the data visualization comes in. So I'm going to take this data and I'm going to come over to Power BI. I'm going to come over to what we call our table view and go to marketing sample data. And as you'll see, this is the exact same data that we saw in the Excel spreadsheet. I'm not going to go all in depth as to how to get data and all of that. That's for another day. But if you're interested in that aspect of getting the data, and because you can download Power BI for free, If you have to have your own data, you can actually be working in this on your own, right? You can actually be creating your own report. And if you're interested in creating your own report, your own dashboards, I have a free webinar that I do, and it's called Dashboard in a Day, where I teach you how to build a dashboard, and you'll be able to take your HR data and build out a dashboard similar to the coffee shop dashboard that I just showed you, right? Again, it's called Dashboard in a Day. Just go over to my website and sign up for the free webinar. And this particular webinar is going to be just for marketing professionals, so that we'll be all speaking the same lingo, we'll be all looking at the same dashboard, and we'll all be you'll feel comfortable, because the guys that'll be in the webinar, it'll be myself, and then it'll be other individuals from marketing that as marketing professionals, and they will be learning how to build a dashboard from a marketing perspective as well. It's dashboard in a day. I say it's a day. A day for me is 6 hours. So we'll take 6 hours out of the day, and we're going to build a marketing dashboard. But again, go over to my website, powerofthebi.com. If I didn't say that before, powerofthebi.com, and just sign up. And really, it's just a matter of signing up is just your email. I don't have to know your full name, address, social security number, all that stuff. Just your name and your email. Just your email address, and I'll get the information out to you for Dashboard in the Day. So Here we go. This particular table that we just pulled up here in Power BI is the same table that we were looking at in Excel. I'll go back to Excel real quick just so you can understand that it is the same. Role, customer demographics, customer acquisition, customer lifetime value, conversion rates, return on investment, engagement metrics, sales funnel, and sales funnel performance. We come back over to Power BI and we have row, customer demographics, customer acquisition, customer lifetime value, conversion rates, return on investment, engagement metrics, and sales funnel performance. Exact same data. So we just took that data and we brought that data into Power BI. Okay, we took that data and we brought that data into Power BI. Now, we're going to go over to the report view. This report here, it could end up looking very similar to the one that we're looking at. What we're going to create could end up looking very similar to the one we're creating here. But what we're going to be doing here is simply just creating the visualizations. We're not trying to create a dashboard or a report. We're just simply creating the visualizations. And what we see here, these are the visualizations. But these are not the visualizations that are associated with this report. These visualizations are associated with another report that associated with the HR professionals that I was bringing this in for. That I was teaching in the video for. But just as for them, I'm going to be doing the same for you. I'm just going to be showing you just how easy it is to create visualizations. Not necessarily trying to create a dashboard. We don't really have time right now in this video. I guess if I just took 6 hours and did dashboard a day on the video, we probably could have enough time. But you didn't come here right now for learning how to build a report. The purpose of this video is to show to show marketing professionals how simple it is to create visualizations with marketing data points. So what I'm going to do is I am going to remove all of the data that's associated with this particular report that is associated with the with marketing. Not marketing, but with HR. I'm going to remove all the data associated with HR, which simply means I am going to delete this table, which is the table that I use for the HR professional. So I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to delete it. Delete it. Yes. Now all of that data is no longer there, and now we have errors. But the only reason why we have errors is because we don't have data. So what I'm going to do is I am going to select this table or this column. And the reason why I know that it's a column is because if I highlight the visualization